just on the path, and so you filled in the two that were missing, the foxglove and the crab.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, the two bottom ones.
Burnt orchid, that one.
Burnt orchid. That's it.
So,
Yes, because they're on the downs, aren't they? Sorry.
That's right, exactly.
They are.
Yeah, so the
I've
idea
seen
is
them.
that it brings a bit of the downs into here and a bit of nature. So all of these things have been spotted locally. So the spider crab at the bottom, the burnt orchids up there. This is actually an American butterfly, but it's been spotted in Brighton in the last couple. The project came about because I'm a local resident and I use this alley frequently. My children go to school up at the juniors at the top, and both of my children went to the infants and juniors at the bottom. So we use this alley frequently, coming backwards and forwards. It's also where we access the park and up for the downs for a walk. So I come past here all the time, and I noticed over a period of time that it was getting worse and worse in terms of graffiti. People had fly tips and stuff here, and it was just looking really down at heel as a space, particularly the wall in the alley and this wall behind me. So I wrote to the local councillors and asked them if I could do a mural here and improve this area with some friends of mine. They responded really positively to that and put me in touch with a local community worker, Claire. Claire and I then put together a consultation with local residents, got their opinions about the idea of having some artwork here, and that was positive. There was a few questions, but overall the idea was that they would like something to happen here and it to be an improvement on what was existing, which was really quite scruffy.
So this project came about, I was approached by a local resident who lives in Hollingdean, Carl, who uses the alleyway and walks past Merevale, noticed it had become a target for antisocial graffiti, and wanted himself to improve the area, and his local artist, so that began the ball rolling into seeing how we could support this work. So in regards to getting support on side from the local community and seeing what the general feeling was from the local community about this area, the alleyway and the wall itself, we sort of consulted with the sort of 40 local residents that overlook the wall, and just sort of said, this is the idea. We put sort of Cole's information and details that we'd like to improve the area, and there wasn't any objections. Everyone's sort of quite happy to go forward with it. And then we sort of got the paperwork together and put a proposal to the environment improvement budget within the council, who supported this and put the funding forward for the project to go ahead.
The next stage of the project was to get the designs together, and we wanted to look at the local area. Obviously Hollingdean borders the Downs. Lots of people, particularly in lockdown, have enjoyed walking up there, and we wanted to incorporate some of the nature that we might find up there or in Brighton itself.
I've chosen the Lewis Road viaduct, which is quite visible if you're approaching Brighton from the north. I've included the peregrine falcon, which has established itself quite successfully over the last few decades in the local area, and the burnt orchid flower, which is found in the South Downs to the north of Brighton. I've also chosen the monarch butterfly, more as a metaphor for possibility and change, although it was spotted in Brighton in 2015.
The feedback from local residents mainly being that they don't like the area, they don't like the alleyway, it doesn't look very nice, so really it was all just sort of just more an agreement that it's not nice, it doesn't look cared for, so we're quite happy to go ahead and actually have something here that's going to show that the community does have, gives a character to the community really, and not just antisocial, ugly looking graffiti.
So what did you think of this area before the mural was here?
Very scruffy, very, just mindless graffiti.
Okay.
But when we saw it last week, it was, wow, that is amazing.
This area before was a bit run down, kind of not the prettiest. It was a bit kind of decrepit, and there were holes in the windows and things like that. So yeah, it's really nice to see really beautiful artwork here instead, kind of brightens it up.
I come up and down here sometimes a couple of times a day because my grandson's at the local school, and there's a park just at the top there, and they're all, they like playing there. So it was just a blank space that looked like a rubbish, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I walk up and down here every day, so.
Okay. And what did you think of this area before the mural came here? Do you remember what it was like?
Boring.
Yeah, there was loads of like rubbish around. It was really boring.
Before the mural, it had quite rude graffiti, quite a lot of tagging, looked very messy, and now I'm hugely excited to see this beautiful artwork up on the wall, and it makes a big difference. It's on a path where kids walk to school and nursery, so I think it will have a big positive impact on the quality of their life. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's really good. It's colourful. It blends in with the local environment. It's got some. It's made a good attempt to reflect local wildlife as well as local views, and I think it's always good to get to do something with a blank space, put something on it, and to sort of jazz it up.
I think it's colourful. I think it I don't know.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
I think it's really pretty and
it's homely. It brings people together. I think it's colourful and vibrant. I think it's artsy, which is everything Brighton is. So I think it's good. Yeah.
I think it's really good.
It really kind of brings it to life. It makes it seem so much livelier and colourful, and it adds such a nice little touch to this area, I think.
Well, the thing is, it feels like no one really cares about it around here at the blocks, so it's just really nice to have something here where I live that, I don't know, just looks good, It's amazing.
I think it's brilliant. I think before the walls just had a bit of tagging on it, and now it's pleasant to look at, and just hope it stays like it, it's really good.
What do you like about it? Butterfly. The butterfly. Butterfly. And you like it too? Yeah.
It relates to Brighton, and I love a viaduct. I used to be a civil engineer, so viaducts and bridges are my thing, and I just love that. Yeah, so yeah, it's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It makes a huge difference.
You might have to do about 6 takes. I'm not used to this.